What should I, as a 19-year-old college student, be doing to maximize the years of neuroplasticity I have left? I don't know who you are, Reese, or what you're doing, but you're 19. So the cool thing is your brain is hyperplastic. Life is a psychedelic experience. Without psychedelics, people often say, like, if you could go back to your 19-year-old self, what would you do? And that's a tricky one. There are movies about that, right? I would definitely worry less. Yeah, I would worry less. I would have more fun. I would certainly start latching on to practices and the understanding of science as a way. For me, it was kind of like my world felt very unstable, and for me, it brought stability. But you want to avoid rigidity. So, do you want to be the one 19-year-old who's like, oh, got to get to sleep, got to go back to bed at 8:30 at night? Now, yeah, enjoy life, but I would say when you're 19, learn how you learn how to focus, learn how to rest. Basically, you can stress and focus as much as you want, as long as you can still fall asleep at night and sleep well, and fall back asleep if you wake up. We hear stress is bad, stress is good, stress is bad, stress is good. Stress is bad unless you're getting enough sleep, in which case stress is called learning in life. Now, obviously don't do anything dangerous, avoid psychological and physical danger. But I think as a 19-year-old, my direct advice would be have some cardiovascular activity you like, have some resistance training activity you like, develop some sort of self-awareness practice like journaling, could be meditation, surround yourself with people that you like, avoid people you don't like. It sounds so straightforward, but then we can all look into our personal histories and be like, wow, I spent all this time trying to resolve this thing that, like, clearly you didn't like them. It's simple. Like, you didn't like them. You didn't like them. Wasn't your kind of person. I think, the know thyself thing is huge. Learn to tap into that early feeling of, like, this feels right, this doesn't feel right. Learn to be a bit of a rudder for yourself, and journal. I still have stacks of things that I wrote across the years. Most of it is terrible, but you will find, if you go back, that you kind of knew better all along, even if you didn't do better all along. That voice in your head, don't do that, do that. I don't want to sound sentimental, but you have to find your heart, right? Or at least not lose it. You have to make sure that you're in touch with that piece of yourself that wasn't judging and just felt good. And as long as it's not something that's self-destructive, I think that's the most important thing. And then, have tools and practices in place because they work. And when you're 19 and your neuroplasticity is through the roof, you can do a lot less and get a lot more. But don't worry about hitting 25 and it all being over. Certainly that's not the case, but you can cram in a lot early on. I still regret not learning an instrument. The data on people that learn an instrument even later in life, but certainly at 19, is that it greatly increases your ability to learn all sorts of things. So learn an instrument.